call to order this meeting of the Urbana City Council for Monday, February 24th, 2020. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Council members Brown. Here. Hazen.
Here.
Hersey.
Here.
Jacobson. Here. Miller.
Here.
Roberts.
Here.
Wu.
Here.
Mayor Martin.
Here. Next up is approval of minutes from the meeting of February 10th.
So moved.
I'll second.
Moved by Mary Alice, seconded by Sharice. Are there any corrections? Seeing none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. That motion passes. Any additions to the agenda? Okay. Next up is public input and presentations. I have one card from a member of the community. Reverend Dr. Evelyn B. Underwood does not wish to address members, but expresses that they are continuously concerned about the Dr. Ellis subdivision sewer problem. We are going to take this moment for a presentation and recognition, and that is for the service provided by Alderman Dean Hazen from Ward 6 for the past almost 3 years. It's been a pleasure working with Dean. I've truly enjoyed the amount of work he's put into this. He always never hesitated to call with questions. He put a lot of time into learning the position, and his perspective and comments were very much welcomed. So on behalf of everyone who's sitting up here with you, and I'm going to frame this later, but I'm just going to give you this. This is a
Well, thank you, Mayor.
photo so you can remember us all, and feel free to come back and
Oh, yeah.
visit us anytime.
You haven't gotten rid of me. You couldn't be so lucky. So, so thank you. It's an honor to have this.
And
I
we'll get
appreciate
this all framed up, and you'll have it by the end of the night, and you can put it in your new office.
You had to use my fat picture.
It's a good picture.
It's a good
Yeah,
picture.
thank you. Thank you.
Would you like to say a few words?
Well, I really appreciate my time here, and honestly, I feel like I've gotten more out of this than I've given. So, you know, after being on patrol for over 2 decades, this sort of helped me reintegrate back into society. So, and deal with normal issues again. Those of you that know me personally know the reasons for the time conflicts, and it's nothing negative towards the city of Urbana or the council or anything like that. There's some time conflicts. Some of it's good, some of it's bad, but it's onward and upward, and I'm not moving or going anywhere. You couldn't be so lucky. And truly, I learned something very special from everybody up here, and I really do mean that. It would take too long for me to elaborate, but I want to especially thank Gerald here for helping me read my packets. And Mary Alice has become a dear friend. When I was laid up on crutches for, probably about 3 months and was losing my mind because I'm a very type A person, I was befriended by a Democrat. So it's been quite an experience, and
We're going to put that in the minutes.
yeah, yeah. So see, that's a growing experience, right? In these divisive times. So it's been great. I'm relieved that I can give 100% of my attention to the college that I work for. It's what I belong, what I'm built to do. But of course, now this is going to be a little bit sad. So I'll come back and visit on Mondays when I can. So thank you
We
all.
hope so. Thank you very much.
You bet.
Okay, anyone else wish to address the Urbana City Council? All right, we'll move on to unfinished business, and there is none. Report from the Committee of the Whole. Bill Brown.
Yes, we met last week on February 17th, 2020, which would have been my father's 100th birthday. I forgot to say it last week. But we discussed one item is Urbana City Code Chapter 3, alcoholic liquor ordinance number 2020-02-005. It was forwarded to City Council with a recommendation for approval. So for the committee, I so move.
I'll second that.
Moved by Bill, seconded by Dean. Any discussion?
It was Jared, but
Oh,
you only get to make that mistake one last time.
Next council member is going to have a different voice. That's one of the qualifications. So that was by Jared. Okay. Discussion. Bill, or Jim.
That's Jim, not Bill.
Right, right.
We're having trouble with names, I guess. The actual adopting ordinance, which is attached to the last week's or the week before packet, does not have an effective date. So I will put one in tomorrow when it gets signed, and it will become effective July 1. That's when the liquor licenses renew. Obviously, before that, our license holders will be further educated. They'll have a packet of information, a copy of the ordinance, and of course, they'll have their renewal applications, and also, hopefully, it'll go smoothly. But I'll amend it, and then the mayor can sign it, and we can ship it off to Muni Code for inclusion.
Okay. Any other comments? Dennis?
Yeah, well, we've really tried to be responsive to some of the input that we got from business people in the community. It's good to revise ordinances as needed in the community, and I think that some of the innovations that we've adopted will hopefully inspire some new events in the community, in the city of Urbana, concerning the ability to add liquor sales or wine tastings or special brewery outputs in the community as needed during festivals and either special events. So hopefully people will accommodate to this new procedure, and we'll find that it works smoothly for us.
Bill?
Yeah, I just wanted to clarify, I did have a couple questions from constituents about the all ages live entertainment. It's not a license that would allow a bar that normally has entertainment just to automatically allow all ages in. There's a lot of requirements that go with it. You have to have notice at least 5 days ahead. You have to explain what the description, give a description of the event, the name of the entertainers, including any stage or group name used, the age group of the persons whom it will be targeted, an estimated number of persons expected to attend, and a description of a plan for supervising those attendees who are under age 21. So my impression was that this would be something that isn't a routine thing that a bar would do every week or something. It would be kind of a, occasional targeted thing, because they aren't going to make a lot of money from these young people because they aren't going to be drinking. So it's probably not something they're going to be doing 3 or 4 nights a week. So I think with that, hopefully that'll explain a little bit what that was about.
Charlie?
Mayor, I'd appreciate if the motion were restated, restated with the effective date in it, please.
Okay. Bill, would you like to? July 1st, 2020.
So I'll move ordinance number 2020-02005 for approval with the effective date of July 1st,
I will
2020.
I will again second that motion.
That was Jared.
Thank you, Dean.
Moved and seconded, moved by Bill, seconded by Jared. And I will say we, several staff and I visited a business here in Urbana who's considering a new type of entertainment, and it's exactly the sort of thing that will work with our incubator license. So, they'll have the opportunity to try it out, and we'll have enough time to see if it's going to work, and then craft, if we need to, craft a license to meet this particular business proposal. So I think this is going to give us the flexibility that we need. So thank you again, Jared, for bringing that option forward as a possibility.
Even though the incubator wasn't my idea, the idea that I had spawned the idea, so I'll take part of that credit. But it
Partially
really goes to Kate. Kate was the one who thought that up, and you guys did a fabulous job on this.
Thank you. It was a group effort. Okay, will the clerk please call the roll?
Councilmembers Brown,
Yes.
Hazen,
Yes.
Hersey,
Yes.
Jacobson,
Yes.
Miller,
Yes.
Roberts,
Yes.
and Wu.
Yes.
That motion passes. 11 months of work is in the books, and we will bring the fee schedule to you in a few weeks. Reports of special committees. Reports of officers. New business, we have two items. One is an appointment to the Market at the Square Advisory Board, and this is for Eric Luttrell for a term ending June 30th, 2022. Mr. Luttrell's the co-owner and manager of Allison Centennial Farm, which is a 10-acre, 145-year-old farm in Alvin, Illinois. Mr. Luttrell will be filling the board position vacancy in the category of, quote, full-season vendor of less than 4 years, end quote. I would mention that several of our boards and commissions have very specific categories on them, and this is one of those boards where we're trying to get a representation from, in this case, different vendors at the market. So is there a motion for approval?
I'll
So
move
moved.
approval.
Moved by
I'll second.
Mary Alice. Who's that?
That was me.
Jared, seconded by Jared. Any discussion? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. That motion passes. Thank you. Last item on the agenda is I'm looking for a motion to go into closed session to consider the appointment, employment, compensation, discipline, performance, or dismissal of specific employees or legal counsel pursuant to 5 ILCS 120/2C1.
Let me make this my last motion.
Speak slowly and distinctly.
From Dean Hazen, I will make that motion.
Second.
You
To
gotta
go
read
into
it.
closed session to consider the appointment, employment, compensation, discipline, performance, or dismissal of specific employees or legal counsel pursuant to 5 ILCS 120/2C1. See what I mean about Jared? Why I need him?
Second.
Moved by Dean Hazen, seconded by Sharice. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Councilmembers Brown,
Yes.
Hazen,
Yes.
Hersey,
Yes.
Jacobson,
Yes.
Miller,
Yes.
Roberts,
Yes.
and Wu.
Yes.
That
Mayor
motion, yes, and that motion passes. We'll meet upstairs, and then when we come out of closed session, we'll immediately adjourn.
You don't know why I'll be around?